Hello, YouTube. It is your host, Axel Rose, the Shogun with a slogan. We're hitting you with more of my new segment, Late Night News. Late Night News. When I just basically hit you up with some news that I found out later in the day, late at night. So, basically, I do not know if you've heard. First of all, shout outs to everybody that's been watching the channel. The Xbox fanboy video has been doing really well. Shout outs to you guys, showing all your supports and comments. Really appreciate that. Now, the usual YouTube stuff. Like the video, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Now that is out of the way, let's talk about the topic. Now, in a slightly unoriginal move, let's just call a spade here. Sony have announced the PlayStation Classic Mini. Now, this is a portable PlayStation 1 console with two mini DualShock 2s, and it also features 20 games featuring Ridge Racer Type 4, amazing game, Final Fantasy 7, amazing game, and Tekken 3. Now, these are just a couple of the 20 games that are going to be in there. They haven't announced all of them yet. I reckon Capcom's definitely going to follow up with a Resident Evil game. I'm not gonna lie, Capcom did very well when it comes to PlayStation. They could have almost anything, but it's pretty safe to say they're gonna have something like Resident Evil 2 or maybe 1 on there. They're just probably hashing that out, and they'll probably have a couple of fighting games on there as well. I'll be very disappointed if Capcom don't have any fighting games on there. But it's pretty safe to say you won't be seeing any Uncharted on there. So as far as PlayStation exclusives, as we can tell now, Sony are probably hashing out things with Activision right now to make sure they can get Crash Bandicoot and whatnot on there. Hopefully they don't sorry to use the word waste slots by having all three of them, because remember, there's only going to be 20 games. So if there's only going to be 20 games, and we know that Final Fantasy 7 is going to be there, we know that Tekken 3 is going to be there, we know that Ridge Racer Type 4 is going to be there. If all three Crash Bandicoot games are there, that's 6 of all of them taken up, and then we know Resident Evil is going to be on there. Resident Evil definitely has to make it, actually. Let's put Resident Evil on there. Probably 2, because that's the most popular one, apart from the first one. But either way, this is a great idea. And I use the word idea loosely because, come on, let's just call a spade, as I said before. This is a blatant rip-off of Nintendo's classic mini idea. And initially when I heard about that, I was very disappointed. Especially because Sony are just doing so well innovating without copying at the moment. They brought out the PlayStation 4, which integrated sharing with the console like flawlessly. It's not like capturing video and streaming your content with this console isn't a secondary function which is just bolted on like the Xbox One. Like recording video of there's some app and you still can't get it to YouTube from the console, and it's just weird, it's just weird. It's all bolted on. It feels like more of an afterthought game sharing, and whereas with PlayStation it's actually part of the console, and that's just one of the many features that Sony have brought this generation, along with things like share play, sharing the actual games that you buy from your library and stuff. So it's awesome. I definitely think that Sony have done a good idea. So the fact that they're kind of stealing an idea from Nintendo is kind of it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing. But that being said, one of the reasons, that was supposed to be a Dragon Punch. One of the reasons I don't really mind it, I didn't know he was going to be on the other side, okay. But one of the reasons I don't mind it is because basically I don't think this is gonna compete with the Nintendo Classic. This is something which is kind of completely different. This is its own thing pretty much. And the games definitely are gonna have a lot more value than on the Nintendo console because they're quite frankly newer and they're better. Well, I don't want to say better, like because they're PlayStation games, they're automatically better, but you know what I mean. They're newer games. Like I'd prefer to play games like Tekken 3 and let's say Final Fantasy 7 over games like Super Mario 3. Like I've just got the Nintendo's service, the Nintendo Online service, and those NES games aren't anything to write home about. Like I pretty much played the whole set of them already, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. It's cool to have Super Mario on your Nintendo Switch, but I prefer. Oh man, I didn't know I was gonna get him. I prefer to have newer games basically, and those games they only last they're only fun for so long. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not like fun for hours and stuff like that. Like let's say something like Tekken, because those games, even though they were that's very good, dude. Even though those are relatively old games because they're from the 90s, they're still modern enough to be playable. Like there's very nice, dude. There's still combos in that wasn't I didn't block, dude. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely ridiculous. What? I know I was blocking that cross up. Anyway, but yeah, as I was saying, there was like these newer games that they're gonna have on a PlayStation Classic Mini are just a lot more modern. They're a little bit more fun. I just hope the variation is as good as it can be, because like being able to choose, having only 20 games from the PlayStation 1 library to choose from is gonna, oh nice parry. Having only 20 games from the PlayStation 1 library to choose from is gonna be insane, because as I said, we know that Final Fantasy is gonna be on there already. We know that they're gonna have sorry, what am I thinking about? Yeah, we know they're gonna have Ridge Racer. Yeah, they're definitely gonna have Gran Turismo. Let's say Gran Turismo 2, because that's the most feature-packed one. So we know they're gonna have Gran Turismo, and that costs nothing for Sony to put on there. To tell the truth, they don't have to pay anybody. They own the license for that. So Gran Turismo is gonna be on there. Resident Evil is gonna be on there. Crash Bandicoot is definitely gonna be on there if they can get the license from Activision. Who else? Who else is gonna be on there? Maybe Siphon Filter? No, but if there's only 20 games, that's what I'm saying. If there's only 20 games, I doubt they're gonna have something like Siphon Filter. That is cool, but it's not a game that everybody has played. Especially when they've got Crash Bandicoot. Not saying that they're similar games, but ooh. They have to, I don't know. They're gonna really have to, they're just gonna really have to think. Oh wow. But it's gonna be interesting anyway. I can't wait to see what they're gonna have. They're gonna have on there 20 games. 20, think about it, 20 PlayStation classics, and they can choose anything. Oh, now it wants to block. I'm just trying to think what they're gonna really have. Ah, meant to do the hurricane down. Damn it. Good match, dude. You know when you have that first warm-up match? Damn it. Damn it. Meant to do the hurricane down. Messed up my input. But yeah. It's weird. Because we're in this place now where retro games are really coming back right now. It's like people want to play these old school games. And that's great because a lot of these games, you know, are old. A lot of you guys are that watch the channel, but basically a lot of these games were popular when we were growing up, and it's good to see that these games making a resurgence, and it's really good to see that people are still interested in playing these games that meant so much to us, that gave us our love for these games and stuff like that. Like it's unfortunate that Street Fighter, even though we had the EX series, it was never really that. Actually, Street Fighter was represented on a PlayStation. I wonder if Capcom will do something with Street Fighter. It'd be really nice to see that on there. You know, to have their fill of Tekken. That's the thing with the Nintendo classics. When you get fighting games and stuff like that, oh my gosh, Cammy, no! She's like one of the best characters in this game at the moment. But you don't really get modern, you don't really get a variety of games. Like, it doesn't feel like you do anyway, because the games are just so old and so limited in what you can actually do. Like, even if you do, like, I've got the Super Nintendo Classic and you get games like Street Fighter 2 and it's like, this is cool for 15 minutes, you know? With a game like Tekken 3, there's so much to learn. And that's just one of many. Ridge Racer Type 4, that's an awesome game. It's good to see that Namco are definitely supporting the system. But yeah, I mean, think about it. Oh, great. Thank you. Whoa. Whoops. Nice. Oh no, they gave me the samurai hat, the awesome samurai hat though. This hat is still awesome though. We love it out here. Oh no. Get off of me. Oh. See? Can't get that hurricane kick in the air for some reason. Nice. Oh no! What the? That was supposed to be a fireball. I hate this stick. I really do hate this stick. Don't buy anything from Mad Catz, people. Okay, that's pretty impossible since they've closed down. Which is good for us gamers, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Mad Catz no longer exist anymore is amazing, because this stick is terrible. But anyway. When you have the glory of the PlayStation mini console returning, and the thing is, the fact that you get two DualShock pads, excellent. Actually, I would say I use the term DualShock usually because I do not know if they're actually gonna be rumble. There should be though. It'd be pretty sucky if there wasn't. Damn you, Dragon Punch not being invincible anymore. But yeah. You got the they give you two. None of this buying a console and only getting one, the Nintendo Classic regular edition. But the only thing is, It's relatively expensive. It's £90, and I'm not sure what the US is gonna be. If it's £90 over here, I'm expecting it to at least be maybe. Hopefully that's because of Brexit, so you US guys get a nice price. Nice. That is like, that V trigger is amazing. But yeah, it's like, when you think about it, the value you get is good, providing that the game's on point. I'm not gonna lie. This is where companies usually mess it up, but Tekken 3, Ridge Racer 4, you could definitely expect Resident Evil and Gran Turismo and Final Fantasy. So right there, that doesn't sound so bad. That really doesn't sound so bad. I mean, you've got some PlayStation classics that, and I'm not gonna lie, even that sounds decent-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out there that would just buy that. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Nice. Like, but there's people that would just buy that. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people that would just be happy with that. Oh my gosh, those games are really good. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know. There are like, the game right now is really thick. I don't know if Nintendo are gonna respond. Hopefully this does well enough for us to start seeing more. Do you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we might see a PSP classic, you know, a PlayStation 2 classic. That will be insane. That will be insane. I reckon we'll see that eventually. I reckon this will definitely be one of those things that sell out immediately, you know. People will be like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this, you know. Come on, PlayStation Mini Classic, 20 games, you'll be all over that. You'll be all over that. $89.99. No, like, the price is a little bit ooh. I'm not gonna lie, the price is a little bit ooh. But if it's got some good games, oh yeah, and it does not come with a power supply. So yeah, that's I don't know. It's probably going to be USB powered. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, I guess, has a USB charger and stuff or connector. They'll probably sell an officially branded one separately for $9.99 or some crap like that. Probably come with some extra shit. No, probably won't. It'll probably just be some cable and a plug on it, with a grey plug on it that says with a PlayStation logo and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And cats will still buy that. That will sell out too. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely interested. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what games they have, I'm a collector, so I'll definitely be interested in collecting in that. Still have to get myself a regular NES Classic actually. Hopefully I'm gonna look into that at the end of next week. But this is definitely shout outs to everyone that's in the stream right now. I don't know what you guys think about the PlayStation Classic Mini, but it's definitely something that you should be interested in if you are a gamer out here or a collector. Right now I'm in that collector phase where I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as a gamer as I once was because I don't have as much time. Because of modeling and just making music and doing all this other stuff. But man, but you know me, man. When I get the chance to play some video games, I rock out with y'all, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I stream my salt. I let you guys see my salt, but I'm just happy to hear that classic gaming is coming back in such a big way. Do you know what I'm saying? The Nintendo consoles are doing so well that they've actually established their own brand. And now Sony, I guess, are in here like, hey, we want some of that money too. You know what I'm saying? One thing I don't like about it is that it just kind of feels like they just ripped off the idea. They're even calling it the PlayStation Classic Mini. Like, basically, this is our version of what Nintendo did. It's like, come on, dude. Can you at least try and give a little bit more of a damn? But that being said, it's a great idea, and I can't imagine anyone who didn't grow up like when I did not wanted one of those. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, even Nintendo guys are gonna pretty much want one of those and stuff like that. But then again, they might not. It might be sacrilege to own one of those. Do you know what I'm saying? They might be like, how dare you? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I did see it, I was like, Sony, for real? You went and did this? You really, you know what I'm saying? You really, oh my gosh. Let's see if you'll get the, oh, he didn't. He went for the mix-up afterwards. Okay, cool. Oh my god. That is really annoying how that doesn't always hit. Does anybody know why that Ken's fireball doesn't always go in after that hit? It's like, well, but then again, to tell the truth, I should not be doing that. I should be doing hurricane kick into dragon, so hold that L. But this isn't Street Fighter 4, you can't do that combo no more. No, I will do it. What? I don't know what's more jammy, the fact that was supposed to be a dragon punch, or the fact that that was a fireball that went the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You win.
Yay, got my first double today. But anyway, so PlayStation Classic Mini Console. Wow. Wow, can you believe that? Wow, like literally. Just announced like less than 15 hours ago. Now, to tell the truth, they need, like, what games do you think that need to be on there? Like, we already have Resident Evil, Gran Turismo, and those are two that I just suggested. They haven't been announced and confirmed yet, but they probably will be. Let's just face it. Sony own Gran Turismo, so it won't cost them nothing to put that on there. Oh, Jumping Flash will also be on there. That was one of the games that was confirmed. So the games that have been confirmed so far, if you have just joined, will be Tekken 3, Final Fantasy, Jumping Flash, and Ridge Racer Type 4. Now, if that's what I'm saying. So the fact that they're having games as obscure as Jumping Flash, hopefully that means that we'll get to see stuff like Reloaded, because that would be awesome. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that game, but it was one of the first, one of the first games that came out on a PlayStation and stuff like that. Like, it was awesome, like top-down shooter. You could do so much. Like, it was really fun. It had special moves, and it had, like, I just remember the two of the characters. One guy was a baby, mechanical baby, and the other guy was like a pirate with bones and stuff like that. It was really cool. His name was Cap and Hands. That's the guy that I always played and shit like that. It was really cool. But yeah, it'd be awesome to see Reloaded again. We're definitely gonna see Wipeout. So it's just which version of it. So it'd probably be Wipeout 3 or 2097. That was my favorite one out of all of them, because I won that from a competition on the box. I don't know if you guys remember that channel. Used to be able to call up music videos and stuff, and just basically, do you know what I'm saying, watch them, and it was very cool. It was like having the internet back in the 90s, I guess. But anyway, I digress. So, what games? Jumping Flash, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer Type 4, and Final Fantasy 7. Awesome. 20. So let's definitely add Gran Turismo and Resident Evil onto that. So they'll probably have another fighting game, whether it will be Toshinden. That would be awesome. Battle Arena Toshinden. That would be so awesome to have on there. They need to have that on there. They'll probably, yeah, as I said before, they'll probably have Crash Bandicoot on there. You know, Crash Bandicoot it was synonymous with PlayStation at the time. What else would they have? Pandemonium. Oh, they're definitely gonna have Tomb Raider on there, without a fail. Tomb Raider would definitely be on there, especially with all the girl power stuff going on now. And especially with Spider-Man being such a success, it would be nice to see the PlayStation 1 classic, Return of Electro, or maybe even a first Spider-Man game. That would be really dope. But they've got, like, there's so much stuff that could be on there. So much stuff. I guess we just gotta stay tuned, because it's pretty interesting to see that Sony did this. It's coming out around Christmas time as well, so you know it'll be something nice for you to fill your stock in with. But yeah, as far as don't want to make this too much of a long video for no reason. So yes, thank you for everybody that came by the stream. That's all the information I have on a PlayStation Mini for now. I will be streaming some Street Fighter right after that, after this video, so if you want to watch that, you can. If not, that's all good. But if you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, and share the content. MVP magazine and all that great stuff. But yeah, take it easy and have a great day. I like your boy. Peace.